Hello everyone and welcome to the third week of the Winged Sprint Cars, the 360 Sprint Cars rather, here at Eldora Speedway. Of course, the 40 lap main event tonight as per usual. The 200 laps that you will be seeing on the schedule is for an accommodation of the caution flags as they will not count for tonight. I am Gary Weaver and proud to bring you this action here on Hammerdown TV. With so far a projected 6 heats for tonight's main event. Well, at least for tonight's starting first half of the evening, rather, as we have less than a minute here in the practice session. Qualifying will be up next in just a few moments. So the practice session now comes to an end. We'll be seeing who gets into the leaderboards here tonight, more specifically the first place, as it's going to be quite interesting to see who places where as these drivers start to take onto the racetrack to set up their qualifying time here within the next 5 minutes. So at the moment, currently at the top of the board for the time being, it's going to be Ryan Broderick in the number 48. And right when I said that, John Lepresto completely takes over that. No, now Brian Eiler, now Alex Bergeron takes over the front position of qualifying by 6/1000ths of a second on his final lap time with a 14.110, and completely destroying that lap time now is going to be Austin Selmelman with a 14.074 on his qualifying lap. First driver to get into the 14.0 range. Essentially all these drivers going to be within about 4/10 of each other by the look of it. A majority of the field's within about 0.5 seconds of the pole time for tonight. So for the time being, your top 10 is going to be Austin Semmelman, Alex Bergeron, Ryan Broderick, Brett Wheeler, Braden Eiler, Timothy Smith, Anthony Lepresto, Dakota Kahn, John, no, actually scratch that. It's going to be Jason Minot, and then we will have Kevin Griff. So officially, it looks like we have 28 entries here for tonight's race. As of right now, maybe I'm going to take a wild guess at the moment, say about 20 of them will be making it over into the feature for tonight. So 28 have showed up, 8 may not make it. And of course, that is to be decided, as everything that I am seeing right now from heats 1 through 6, from the E-main all the way to the feature, that is all, of course, subject to change throughout the night, depending on who qualifies where, how many drivers we have, and we will be seeing that in roughly about 1 minute's time. It's, of course, great to see everyone here over on viewing, just to hang out here on the Wednesday evening as per usual, checking out this series once again. Hopefully you are a viewer in, well, at least for the third week in a row, as Labor Day weekend is coming up. Hopefully, more than likely, everyone does have plans, but it's going to be quite interesting for next week, as we will give you more information on that in a few moments' time, just after this first heat, which is coming up right now, as we have 9 drivers scheduled for Heat 1. Heat 2 has 8 drivers scheduled, and Heat number 3 also has 8 scheduled. So, starting off with Heat Race number 1, we will have Austin Semmelman on the pole. Starting to his outside, it's going to be the number 56 of Brett Wheeler. Anthony Lepresto starts in third. 4th place to his outside is the 058 of Kevin Griff. Matthew Williams in the 013 starts in 5th. Matt Dial in the 107 starts in 6th. Stephen Pierce in the 16 starts 7th. Brad Hazard in the number 74 starts in 8th. And running out the heat field in position number 9, it's going to be Dustin Helms. And it looks like Stephen Pierce has not made it, unfortunately, to the first heat. So he does have a chance, I believe, over in one of the main races that we do have coming up. 3 heat races here tonight, so of course the top 2 will advance to the feature. 10 laps per heat race. So heat race number 1, 2, and 3 will all have 10 laps. Your top 2 advance to the feature. So that means we will be having, as of after heat 3, 6 drivers advancing to the feature. Remember to take a look at the racing surface as it is now, because it will not be the same by the feature. We've known that from the interviews from last week from your top 3. And now this week it's going to be Austin Semmelman bringing the field to the green flag in Heat 1. He's going to wait a little bit. That's going to force somebody over to the inside. I believe that was Matthew Williams, but nonetheless we are green flag racing here tonight. And just to the outside, it looks like that'll be Brett Wheeler on the top side in that neon green machine, but to his inside, he's got 2 others, 3 wide for second place. Brett Wheeler into the outside wall, off into the inside goes somebody else as Brett Wheeler goes tumbling over into turn 1. Lepresto got a piece of that. Brett Wheeler has the worst of that, however, and Austin Semmelman will come off on top with that first place position. Kevin Griffin second. Stephen Pierce and Matt Dial battling for third place as of right now. Some drivers actually using the middle lane instead of the top side. Austin Semmelman, and it also looks like second place Kevin Griff. They're using the middle lane instead of the top side, which looks like Matt Dial has opted for. Dial for 4th place, and possibly a comeback from this as Anthony Lepresto goes to the inside by a crossover from Matthew Williams on the O13. They both will make contact ever so slightly in turns 3 and 4. I think Anthony Lepresto was trying to defend that. 5 laps complete, 5 laps remaining here in this first heat. Lepresto all over the back bumper of Matt Dial. He moves to the inside as the 157 of Lepresto. Crossover attempt, contact in turn 2. And that's going to send Matt Dial back into 4th place, unfortunately, as Lepresto comes away with that successful slide job, as I believe Dial must have tried to create a crossover on it, but he just didn't have enough time. As he holds off the O13 of Williams for position number 4. Lepresto sets his sights on 2nd place, but does he have enough time is the question, as we are on the final lap of heat number 1. Austin Semmelman enters turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Onto the bottom side, he'll come off turn number 4. He wins heat 1 and advances. An attempt actually by Lepresto, couldn't get it done in time, as Kevin Griff in the 058 manages to finish ahead in 2nd place. So we have Austin Semmelman and Kevin Griff, the 31 and the 058 respectively, advancing to the feature race, as heat number 2 is now on tap in just a few moments. Alex Bergeron will be starting in 1st place. To his outside is the 005 of Braden Eiler. Dakota Kahn in position number 3 starts in that number 95 machine. The 63 of John Lepresto starts 4th. The 717 of Scott Bellum starts 5th. 6th is the 5 of Jamie Reed. David Flick in the 15 starts in 7th. And position number 8, rounding out your heat number 2 field, will be Tyler Reed in the 58. Remember, you can still, I believe, sign up or just remember to mark your calendars for the Labor Day Classic here on Hammer Down, as it is the Hammer Down Labor Day Classic presented by Team VLR. Is over at Lemonland Motorsports Park in the Super Late model, the Dirt Super Late model, 125 cars maximum. Of course, that will be sorted by 60 cars each for 2 separate servers. Is $1,500 to win, and you can register over at hdrl.com/labor-day-classic. It's either hyphen or a dash, whatever you want to title that. But nonetheless, Alex Bergeron will be bringing the field to the green. Pace truck pulls off, waiting a little bit past pit road. Now he goes, and that's going to give the advantage actually to John Lepresto on the outside. Amazing job, as Bergeron having a little bit of trouble trying to get that middle lane to work, and John Lepresto doing whatever he can to get to the inside battle for 1st place. And at the start-finish line, it'll be Bergeron 2nd. And unfortunately, some problems for Braden Eiler at the moment. Hopefully he can come back in one of the main races. As right now, swap lanes goes to Bergeron and Lepresto. But looking to the inside, Dakota Kahn in that number 95, trying to get under Alex Bergeron. It's not going to work for the time being. Almost making contact, just the 112 and the 63 coming off of turn number 2. To the inside comes the 115, the 112, and now he's going to move back to the top side. Amazing job of protection for that 1st place. It's going to be John Lepresto. Looking to the inside comes 112, slide job incoming, crossover incoming from Lepresto. To the inside at the line, it was Bergeron. A slide job from Lepresto, almost making contact. It's going to be Bergeron. These two are trading lines and positions like nobody's business. And Dakota Kahn in the 95 could strike anytime he wants. Now Lepresto down to the inside. 5 laps complete. 5 laps to go. Halfway in this first heat. And Lepresto couldn't find the momentum off turn number 2 for the time being. Here comes Dakota Kahn on the inside of Lepresto. Almost makes contact off turn number 4. Moving in for 2nd place is that number 95. Slide job attempt. They make a little bit of contact, it seems. but no harm done. Lepresto slide job to Dakota Khan, overshoots that as Khan just had to hold his line. Lap number 8, 3 laps remaining. Battle for second ongoing as a little bit of contact is made as Alex Bergeron breaks the gap to second place. But right now, Dakota Khan has to hold off John Lepresto for 1.5 more laps. And down to the inside comes Lepresto. They make contact in turns 3 and 4. They both go up the racetrack. Dakota Khan for second place gets it at the line as Alex Bergeron takes the white flag. We already know who's going to win this heat race, and Dakota Khan had to check up. I think he was going to try and get some momentum off the corner, but it didn't work in time. To the inside, and he lost a ditch attempt as Bergeron wins the heat and advances. John Lepresto will also advance in second place after an amazing battle with Dakota Khan. So for the final heat race here tonight, heat race number 3, the number 48 of Ryan Broderick will start in the first place position. Timothy Smith in the 00 starts in second. Third place will be Jason Minot in the number 14. Number 7 of Josh Phillips starts fourth. Christopher Taggett, we haven't seen him for a while. I don't believe we saw him last week. But he had an amazing battle run that first week as Taggett starts in 5th. Randall Carter starts 6th. The L24 of Ryan Martin starts in 7th, and the number 1 of Steven Herzberg, hopefully that's a mispronunciation, but nonetheless, the number 1 of Steven will be starting in the 8th place position. And good news for any Braden Eiler fans. Braden Eiler has gotten this problem sorted out just in time for any of the main races that we do have upcoming here just after this third and final heat race here tonight at Eldora. Number 48 of Ryan Broderick will be taking the field to the green for another 10 laps, the final 10 laps as well. Now this heat pace truck pulls out to its safety of pit road, waiting a little bit. And they all go as outside gets the advantage once again on the start, but Braden Eiler has the inside. On the inside it's going to be Ryan Broderick with a slight advantage. 00. Timothy Smith fights back on the outside for position number 1. 2 by 2 by 2 through turns 3 and 4. Never thought I'd see that in a dirt race, to be honest, but that is absolutely an amazing sight to see as Timothy Smith powers by on the outside to first place. Ryan Broderick gets sent back to second. And Jason Minot just behind in third place, almost under attack by Josh Phillips, however, who is in that number 7 machine, trying to get up to that number 14, who is also trying to get up to the number 48. Jason Minot to the inside of Broderick, looking to the inside, couldn't get anything off of turn number 4 that time around, but he is doing an amazing job at hanging on to it, however. Is at 14, and right when I say that, commentator's curse right away. Jason Minot gets a piece of the wall. Look at that slide job from Josh Phillips, though, for third. Goodness gracious. Overshoots it, unfortunately. It's the second time we've seen that. Minot trying the bottom side. It's not exactly working out, as the top side is already completely gone at this point in time, because that's been just totally used up throughout these heat races. Past halfway once you cross the start-finish line, 4 laps to go for the 00 of Timothy Smith, 48 of Ryan Broderick, trying to catch up. Oh my, heavily into the outside wall goes Broderick, and contact is made from the 14. On the top side is going to be Josh Phillips, so right now, another commentator's curse in the... Goodness gracious, well, Jason Minot is in second. He may have gotten a piece of that, though. But so that means Josh Phillips now has a shot at second place. And so 14 may have just a little bit of damage. Not sure about that, but Timothy Smith is well ahead in first place with 2 laps to go. So this battle for second will not be ongoing, actually, as Josh Phillips makes contact. The 24 is also involved. 7 goes tumbling off of turn number 2. Jason Minot will be having an easy pass to second place. Almost completely went downhill for him, but white flag coming off to the checkered flag now. The 00 of Timothy Smith advances, and so does the 14 of Jason Minot. So that is the end of the heat races, and not sure if we're going to have any practice session. No, we will not actually. Warm-up session will be after the B main, so we will head to the C main now for 14 laps, as it looks like we will have 4 drivers. The top 4 advance to the B main, and the 14 will make it to the feature. 14 drivers in the B main will make it to the feature. 14 laps here in tonight's C main race. And it looks like only 14 laps, as 11 drivers will be gridding. Ryan Martin in the 024 starts in first place. The 74, Brad Hazard, starts second. Third place in the number 5 is Jamie Reed. Steven Herzberg in the number 1 starts fourth, and Stephen Pierce in the 16 starts in fifth. Tyler Reed in the number 58 machine starts in sixth. Josh Phillips in 7th place starts 7th, who may be retiring, actually, unfortunately. Not sure what's going on with Josh Phillips there, but nonetheless, Dustin Helms in the 09 starts in the 8th place position. Braden Eiler, he is back. He will start in 9th in the 005. The 48 of Ryan Broderick starts 10th, and 11th will be Brett Wheeler. Not sure what happened to Josh Phillips, to be honest. But hopefully he can make a comeback if possible. But at this rate, I don't believe it is possible for him to make a comeback from this, unfortunately. We just want to remind you that this series broadcast and the race is brought to you by Evil One Graphics, VLR, and of course, Hammerdown TV. We appreciate you here for viewing us tonight for this C-Main race as Pace Truck pulls off. Ryan Martin is down in the way outside line, did not get going. Top 4 advanced to the B-Main, don't forget. And heavily already caught big contact. That's Ryan Broderick already in bad luck. The 09 of, looks like Dustin Helms, as a whole slew of cars are just all over the racetrack right now, fighting for whatever position they can. 3 wide for third, and into the outside wall. Heavy and tumbling again. It's going to be a 74 Brad Hazard. Position to watch is P number 4. Here comes Brett Wheeler, who almost gets rear-ended, and then turn number 3 there for a moment. That's Tyler Reed right now is going to be... Steven Herzberg tries to get up to the back bumper, but just will not work, and making contact is going to be Tyler Reed, and more contact again. It's going to be Stephen Pearson at 16. 14 laps, don't forget, for this C main event. Top 4 advance to the B main, and then 14 drivers will advance to the feature, making 20 total. So your top 4 as of right now is going to be Ryan Martin in the F24 in first, and positions 2 through 4 may be subject to change in the following 3 seconds, possibly, as Jamie Reed is going to be under fire from the 005 of Braden Eiler. Slide job attempt. He goes to the top side, crossover from Reed, as expected, and at the start-finish line, it's going to be the number 5 machine of Reed. But fighting back on that top side, almost making contact, is going to be the 005 of Braden Eiler. To the inside, it's going to be Brett Wheeler for third place. He is currently in fourth and open to advance, and essentially there's no competition left, unfortunately. After all that those dramatic first few laps that we've had. Brett Wheeler to the inside. Jamie Reed into the inside now, trying a crossover attempt. As of right now, it will not work out. Just a little bit of an update. Guess who was 6,000 seconds faster than the leader? It's going to be Braden Eiler in the 005. Those 6,000ths of a second, 6/1000ths of a second, could make up a very, very big difference in just a few moments' time. And almost a tenth faster as Braden Eiler. He is running that top side pretty much on the wall. And I don't know about anyone else that's viewing this, but this is definitely stressing me out because he's so close to the outside wall. Gosh. How he is not... Well, never mind. Commentator's curse again, unfortunately, as Braden Allen gets into the outside wall and turns 1 and 2. Maybe I should just stop talking, as this seems to be a thing here for dirt racing, unfortunately. But Braden Allen still, of course, is in line to advance. He is in 3rd place, so not a lot has been lost. Final lap here as your top 4 has essentially been set. And these top 4 will advance to the B main. Ryan Martin in the 024 comes off turn number 4. 56 of Brett Wheeler. 005 of Braden Eiler. And the 5 of Jamie Reed. So your 12 car B main will be in effect, and it looks like everybody in this B main will be making it, as is scheduled to have 14 advance to the feature. Well, we have 12 drivers here, so Braden Eiler, well, actually no, Ryan Martin, Brett Wheeler, Braden Eiler, and Jamie Reed have absolutely nothing to worry about, as they will most definitely advance. Those are 9th through 12th. But first we do have positions 1 through 8. Anthony Lepresto in the 157. Dakota Kahn in the number 95. They start 1 and 2 respectively. 26 of Christopher Taggett starts 3rd. 4th place is going to be Matt Dial in the 107. And 5th place is going to be the 717 of Scott Bellum. Randall Carter starts in 6th place in the 37. The 013 of Matthew Williams starts 7th. 8th in the number 15 is David Flick. And then your top 4 from the B main. The 024 of Ryan Martin starts 9th. 10th is going to be the 56 of Brett Wheeler. The 11th place starter will be Braden Eiler in the 005. And rounding out the field is going to be the number 5 of Jamie Reed in position at number 12. And now that I say his name out loud after reading it, if I have said it James Reed, I apologize. So essentially this will be to decide who starts where, rather. As we already have Austin Semmelman, Kevin Griff, Alex Bergeron, John Lepresto, Timothy Smith, and Jason Minot from Heat 1, 2, and 3. Those 6 drivers will be, I believe, starting positions 1 through 6 in the feature tonight. Pace truck pulls off to its safety pit road. Field in control of Anthony Lepresto. And pulling to pit row is somebody, as Anthony Lepresto is on the left pedal, 3 wide already, entering turn number 1, and contact from the 024. That's Ryan Martin, who tried to go to the inside. I believe that was actually Braden Eiler, unfortunately, and it was, but nonetheless, I believe he will still advance. And to the inside goes Dakota Kahn in the the 157, unfortunately. Sorry about that. It's going to be Anthony Lepresto for the lead. Just as a reminder, a 40-lap main event as per usual in the 360s. All other classes here on Hammerdown and the Hammerdown League are 50 laps, as Dakota Kahn tries to get to the top side, almost pit maneuvers Anthony Lepresto, trying to get to the inside. Just as another reminder, the 200 laps is for an accommodation of cautions, as these front 2 are battling it out as an insane amount. Goodness gracious, as we still have some battling in the back as well between Matt Dial, Brett Wheeler, and Randall Carter. Hello, almost making contact off turn number 4 on the front straightaway. Amazing battle for 5th here. Well, here comes joining the battle for 5th. David Flick into the outside wall was Matt Dial, unfortunately heavy on the brakes. It was a 37 of Randall Carter. And to the inside is going to be Matt Dial. He is more than definitely damaged, unfortunately. He will advance, however, but he is really, really slow right now. And, oh, heavy contact. Dakota Khan and somebody else, I believe. That's the 26. That's Christopher Taggett. They made contact coming off of turn number 4. Not sure what happened, unfortunately. There was some big contact. And it looks like from the start of that, Dakota Khan had gone into the outside wall, trying to use the top side, unfortunately. And, well, Taggett and he both made contact. So single file for the most part, as unfortunately, even though the field will advance, a majority of it is gone, unfortunately. 16 laps, we are halfway right now. As Braden Eiler still having a few connections as of right now, but connection issues, but he will get that sorted out, no doubt, just in time for the A main race here tonight for 40 laps. Anthony Lepresto, after battling Dakota Khan for a good solid few laps, back and forth battle between those two. The 157 and the 56 are positions 1 and 2. David Flick is probably going to be trying to hold off Randall Carter here in the next few laps, with 5 laps remaining. So keeping an eye on David Flick in the 15, that goes at 37 of Carter. He's going to be charging into that top 3 any moment when he can, at the very least. As Braden Eiler is, of course, back nonetheless, though. Randall Carter to the inside. Still trying to get to the inside the 15 of Flick. Can't get it done for now, as Carter still continues to use that inside lane. This time by, it is 3 laps to go. Now focusing back on your leader of Anthony Lepresto, as looks like that battle for third will not be happening as of right now. White flag is out for Lepresto in the 157. A little bit of a wiggle through turns 1 and 2, but he will do just fine. He will win the B main here and advance to the feature along with everybody else, as Brett Wheeler comes home second. Third place David Flick and Randall Carter comes home fourth, with Scott Bellum in the 717 finishing in 5th. So going over your field as everyone takes to the racetrack, we will have 18 drivers for tonight's A main event, the feature event here. Austin Simmelman, Alex Bergeron, and Timothy Smith are positions 1, 2, and 3 in the 31, 112, and 00. Kevin Griffin, the 058, will start 4th. 5th will be John Lepresto, number 63. Jason Mina in the number 14 starts in the 6th place position, rounding out the field of the top 2 finishers from the first 3 heat races. Anthony Lepresto starts in 7th in the 157. The 56 of Brett Wheeler starts 8th. Position number 9 goes to David Flick in the 15, and position number 10 goes to Randall Carter in the 37. The 717 of Scott Bellum starts in 11th. 12th will be Jamie Reed. 13th is Matt Dial. 14th is number 26 of Christopher Taggett. 15th will be the number 95 of Dakota Khan. The 013 of Matthew Williams starts 16th. 17th, Braden Eiler. And 18th will be the 024 of Ryan Martin. So to quickly recap positions 1 through 18, as gridding will start in just a few moments' time, we have Austin Semmelman, Alex Bergeron, Timothy Smith, Kevin Griff, John Lepresto, Jason Minot, Anthony Lepresto, Brett Wheeler, David Flick, Randall Carter, Scott Bellum, Jamie Reed, Matt Dial, Christopher Taggett, Dakota Kuhn, Matthew Williams, Braden Eiler, and Ryan Martin. 40 laps about to begin in just a few moments' time. And of course, the 200 laps is an accommodation in the event we get a caution. One pace lap remains. And of course, if you do want to check out the race schedule or hammer down in general, just head over to hdirl.com and you can go ahead and check everything out. The very front page will be the Labor Day Classic for the $1,500 to win. If you want to see the race schedule, just go ahead and look at the very bottom of the page and check us out. And we hope to see you racing on track, because Austin Semmelman is about to take the field to the green flag with Alex Bergeron right next to him. Green flag is underway for 40 laps here at Eldora as we start lap number 1. That's a huge scramble of cars, and all right to the outside is the 058. 4 wide for a split second. Caution may be coming out, and it will not. Austin Semmelman leads here at lap number 2. And caution is out on lap number 2. And these caution laps will not count, so we will be restarting on lap number 3. And the cause of that is Jamie Reed, as somehow he is over up on his side in turn number 4. Not sure what happened there. Well, unfortunately, it's just a bit of netcode right there from Matthew Williams. And that somehow forced Jamie Reed over onto his side after getting turned, essentially. So we are on lap number 2. I believe we will be hitting lap number 3 on the restart. And I more than likely will be saying the lap numbers out loud, just so we can all manually keep track and double check ourselves here, as caution laps do not count. Pace truck lights are expected to shut off along with the lights around the racetrack, and they are out. Coming to the restart, we will be starting lap number 3. Pace car ready to pull off to a safety of pit road. Semmelman is in control of the field. He's holding up everybody for a moment. Now he goes. Green flag is out. And Austin Semmelman is now in control of the field. Timothy Smith in second place, as Alex Bergeron is in third. And everyone is scrambling now as we are closing in already on 35 laps to go. In just a few moments, almost some contact for third place as Alex Bergeron was almost bumped a little bit. Huge crash from the back. Jason Mina is one of those drivers involved, tumbling throughout the air. Caution is out on lap number 4. Pace truck lights and the caution lights around the racetrack are out. And we will be going green on lap number 5. Once we cross the line, it will be lap number 5. Austin Semmelman, Timothy Smith, Alex Bergeron, Anthony Lepresto, and John Lepresto make up your top 5 on this restart as the pace truck gets ready to pull off. In suspense, there goes the pace truck. Alex Bergeron waiting, and now he goes on the lap pedal. So is the rest of the field. As already on top of that back bumper is going to be Timothy Smith. Everyone makes contact again. Almost everyone makes contact. I was about to say everyone's scrambling for position. We are 4 wide for a moment on the back straightaway as we now come to lap number 6. 35 laps to go. Anthony Lepresto was looking to the inside of Bergeron for a few moments there for third place. Didn't happen, unfortunately. Not a lot of momentum. So your top 4 is all spread out. Battle for 5th place ongoing right now as John Lepresto is trying to hold off Braden Eiler, who is currently in 6th place, breathing down that back bumper of John Lepresto. Has to check up again. They somehow both take the exact same line. More to the inside goes Braden Eiler trying to get to 4th, but will not work for the time being as right now start trying to get up to 5th, rather, as we are on 32 laps remaining. 31 laps to go this time by. And contact, Braden Eiler gets punted, unfortunately, but he's still going forward as a huge checkup happens over in turn 1 and 2 with 31 laps to go. Caution lights are out around the racetrack and on top of the pace truck as we will have an even 30 laps to go on this restart. Pace truck pulls off a pit road, field in control again by number 31. And the green flag is out. There goes Austin Semmelman, peeking to the inside for second place already. Off the bat was Alex Bergeron. And almost a little bit of contact, it seems, between first and second. Everything is fine as Semmelman takes the low line, slides up to the top side. 29 laps remain. Right now, 4 drivers taking the top side, and well, Randall Carter is out. Well, caution is out. 29 laps remaining. As it looks like it's over in turns 3 and 4, turns 1 and 2 rather. Not really sure if there's actually an accident here. This may have been a mistrigger via Iracing. We're looking through the field right now, and well, maybe there actually was a wreck. No, there was not actually. That is very strange. Nonetheless, the caution is out. Not thrown by admin or race control, but rather Iracing. So 28 laps to go when we go green. However, we do have an EOL for a driver in the field. So there may have been something that we didn't see. Pace truck lights are out. Austin Semmelman in control of the field. When we hit the start-finish line, it will be 28 laps remaining.
Green flag, green flag.
Green is out once again. Semmelman, Smith, and Bergeron with 28 laps remaining. Every time on this restart, I see the 37 of Randall Carr peek to the inside, but a move for second now is going to be Alex Bergeron. Trying to get up to second at the line. It was a drag race at the time. Bergeron barely had it. Timothy Smith, however, with a crossover, trying to protect. Here comes the 157, trying to interfere in this in any way possible. But will it not work for the time being? Timothy Smith is now bumped back into the third place position as Lepresto now breathes down the neck of that 00. Third place possible for the 157 as he looks to the inside off turn number 4. Couldn't get anything done there. No momentum as of then. And into the outside wall, however, goes the 00 Smith. That caused the 157 of Anthony Lepresto to back off. Now they both change into different lanes, with Timothy Smith sliding up from the inside all the way to the top side, trying something that Austin Semmelman tried earlier in the race, and it proved successful for him. So we could be having separate battles going on for 2 different positions here for the time being. First and second from Semmelman and Bergeron. And already to the inside is going to be Lepresto. Contact heavy into the inside wall. It's going to be Timothy Smith. He is still going forward, however, unfortunately, he holds up Braden Eiler, who is currently in 5th. And that, it's going to be a lot of contact, unfortunately. Randall Carr got the worst of that, I believe. As we are now 20 laps complete, 20 laps to go. This is halfway this time around. So Anthony Lepresto is now in the 3rd place position, but for first place, however, probably the most important battle between Bergeron and Semmelman, who gets into the outside wall, and somehow he still keeps going forward. It's going to be that 31 of Semmelman. Austin Semmelman doing a great job holding off Bergeron for the time being. with 19 laps to go this time by. And contact as the 31 goes a little bit more sideways than needed, unfortunately, but he will be hanging on, however, to that first place position, and that's going to cause a very large gap between first and second right now. And that immediately closed up right as I said that. Hello, Dirt Racing. This is Eldora for you, everybody, and this is Alex Bergeron, and definitely momentum at its best. Bergeron trying to wait for the right moment. 16 laps to go, I believe, as Bergeron makes a move for the lead already. Semmelman a little bit on the cushion, it seems, but no grip down there on the bottom side for the 112. 15 laps to go, I believe. That could be at 14. We'll go for the benefit of the doubt and go for 14 laps to go, just to be on the safe side. 13 this time around, as Semmelman is doing a great job trying to stay in front, but 0.2 faster the last time around as Alex Bergeron by 0.2 of a second. And Anthony Lepresto is just riding in the background watching this happen in front of him. Coming up on some lap traffic will be these top two drivers. We'll see how they maneuver this and see how it goes for them, as we have hopefully 10 laps to go. This time around, the Bergeron is on top of that back bumper of the 31 right now. He is doing an amazing job. But right now, to the inside, it's going to be Bergeron. He's going to take advantage of the slide job attempt. Crossover from the 31. 9 laps to go. 3 wide. 1 with a lap car. And somehow, Semmelman is still in the lead at the line at the time. But now to the inside, looking, it's going to be the 112 of Bergeron. Now he's definitely got it inside, but still no grip. 8 laps to go. Both of these drivers doing an amazing job right now. Roughly 7 laps to go. Probably add 1 more to that, but once again, going for the benefit of the doubt, 7 laps for the time being, 6 laps when they cross the start-finish line this time around. Can Alex Bergeron do anything? He couldn't find grip on the inside lane. As we come to 6 laps to go right now, he can't find inside lane grip. But he's tried so many times as Semmelman gets into the outside wall. This could be the chance for the 112. 5 laps remaining. To the inside, very inside, slide job attempt, crossover from the 31, still in the lead is going to be the 31 of Semmelman. I don't think there's anything for the moment that Alex Bergeron can do. Roughly 4 laps to go this time around. Alex Bergeron, every time he gets by the 31, Semmelman just fights back with a crossover every time. This could be a chance, though, for one of these drivers. Bergeron dives to the inside. Semmelman's going to get held up by a lap car, unfortunately. And they make contact. Semmelman into the outside wall. 4 laps to go at the caution as Semmelman flips over on the side. Semmelman will no doubt either be beside himself or just not happy whatsoever with that situation that just happened. So I believe we will be having 3 laps to go here on the restart. So your top 5 as of right now is going to be Alex Bergeron, Anthony Lepresto, Scott Bellum. Wait, nope, sorry, not Scott Bellum. Alex Bergeron, Anthony Lepresto, Braden Eiler in 3rd, 4th place, Randall Carter, 5th place, Christopher Taggett. And this is where everything comes down to the wire. Should be 3 laps to go on the restart. Pace truck pulls off. Bergeron ready to get going as Semmelman unfortunately retires from the race, and Bergeron is already way down in the way. Can Anthony Lepresto or Braden Eiler do anything to catch up as we have 3 laps remaining, 2 laps to go this time around? And look at Anthony Lepresto using that cushion to his advantage, or that small little bit. He's actually caught up ever so slightly. Lepresto on the back bumper with 2 laps remaining. This is the timing that Lepresto is going to have to get very, very correct, though. 1 lap to go, I believe, for this race. Anthony Lepresto has not yet made a move, but if he does in 3 and 4, we will definitely know. Coming out for turn number 4, possibly the checkered flag. No, this is going to be the white flag this time around as Bergeron is out away in the lead. Lepresto has gotten the closest that he could get. Unfortunately, it was not enough. Alex Bergeron off of turn number 4, waiting for a few moments. Nothing as of yet from race control, so this is also not the final lap, unfortunately. And Lepresto into the outside wall, however, and that's definitely going to send it away for him, unfortunately. As of course, miscalculations do happen every once in a while, so that's essentially going to be the race right here for Alex Bergeron. The caution that comes out, we'll notify you if it is from race control, admin at the very least, then that will be the checkered flag. But meanwhile, Alex Bergeron doing an amazing job using that top side to his advantage, wearing away on that whatever's left of whatever grip is up there, essentially, and pretty much the same gap between first, second, and third. And this is the final lap and final results. Alex Bergeron, Anthony Lepresto, and Braden Eiler are your top 3. We will have an interview with them in a few moments' time. The rest of your field, however, congratulations to Alex Bergeron, of course, for tonight's win. Position number 4 finishing, we have Randall Carter. John Lepresto finishes in 5th. Christopher Taggett finishes in the 6th place position. 7th place is going to be the L24 of Ryan Martin. 8th place is Brett Wheeler. 9th goes to the 717 of Scott Bellin. And rounding out the field is going to be the number 15 of David Flick in the 10th place position. Austin Semmelman finishes 11th. 12th will be Matthew Williams. 13th will be Timothy Smith in the 00. 14th will be Jason Mina. 15th, Dakota Kunn. 16th, Jamie Reed. 17th, Kevin Griff. And 18th will be Matt Dial. 3rd place finisher, Braden Eiler. In just a few moments' time, let's get him in here and see what he has to say for his, I believe, a 2nd podium of the week, actually. So, Braden Eiler, do you have a copy on us?
Yes, sir. Yep, I got a copy.
Well, congratulations again on, I believe, your 2nd podium of the, 2nd podium in a row, but nonetheless, you finished here at Eldora all the way from having some issues, not being able to participate in the 2nd heat race, all the way from 9th place in the C main. From the B main, you managed to advance to that, and then you went from 17th to 3rd here tonight. How in the heck did you do that?
I don't know, I was having some power problems in the heat race, so I couldn't race in it. And once I got everything back up and running, C-Main was up, and was having some audio issues, so once I knew that the B-Main was, everyone was going to be transferred, I just decided to park it for the B-Main, get everything fixed, and come out strong for the A-Main.
Well, you definitely came out strong and completely powered through this entire field, essentially, from, again, pretty much the last row, which is, we had 18 drivers here. So, congratulations to that last row, all the way to the 2nd row. Before we let you go, actually, we also like to ask you, since you did participate in the Seaman, did you get any traction, or did you feel any difference from the track state?
Track was really different in Yemen, but I think the track was pretty good in Yemen. I loved it, especially in the beginning. I was able to make the bottom work for a little bit, and I passed a couple cars there. But once I was able to hit the top, it was a rocket ship.
Yeah, you have definitely done an amazing job at that. So before we let you go, celebrate your third place finish here. Is there anyone that you would like to give a shout out to or thank for tonight?
I'd like to give thanks to everyone out there watching me, all my friends and family, everyone at Black Diamond Motorsports, and Nathan Davis for the awesome setup. It was definitely fast. Also, Robert for putting the league on and also sponsoring the team, and Brett from Ultimate Dirt TV.
Well, we are going to go ahead and let you go celebrate your podium finish, third place. Congratulations once again, and we hope to see you up here in the top 3 once again next time.
All right, thank you.
So that was the third place finisher of Brian Aller, and up next we have the number 57 of Anthony Lepresto. Do you have a copy on us?
Got a copy.
Well, you managed to get to the back bumper of Alex Bergeron in those closing few laps, but unfortunately you just couldn't find the momentum, and the rest of that, I believe you actually got a piece of the outside wall as well, unfortunately, but nonetheless, you did come home with a second place finish here tonight.
Yeah, I was pretty close to him there. Maybe had a couple of chances where I probably should have threw a slider. I was running out of options there in the closing laps, so probably just should have threw a couple and see how it went, but yeah. Run out of time there when I went over the cushion there in 3 and 4 and almost watered the car up, so glad I didn't do that and maintained second, so yeah, good finish.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing performance by you, especially since I believe you actually came through all the way from the second heat race, I believe, going to, actually no, the first heat race, finished third in the first heat race, and then came back in the B main, rather. So, question for you was how different was the track state, or how would you compare it at least from the first heat race to the B main to the feature?
The main thing is the bottom just went away more and more, and the middle went away, more and more as the night went on, and it was basically just a high side deal, and there were some slider lanes down there too, and if you can make those work, then you had a chance of passing guys. Other than that, it was just kind of survival out there.
I definitely managed to do an amazing job at survival. So before I let you go, anyone else that you'd like to give a shout out to or thank for your second place finish here tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank my team, UW Motorsports. I got to thank all of our sponsors, Wicked Cushion, Colby's Eye Paint, Ultimate Dirt TV, Next Gen Fab. Thank you guys, Hammer Down, for doing this thing as always.
It was definitely a blast broadcasting this race. It was absolutely amazing, and we thank you for putting on the show, and congratulations on your second place finish here tonight.
Thanks, guys.
And finally, we have the race winner, the number 112 of Alex Bergeron, who finished first and started first in heat race number 2. Didn't even have to participate in the C main or the B main, just the second heat and the feature. So, Alex Bergeron, how are you feeling after that win here tonight?
Well, I'm a bit sad because Austin would have been a good race there at the end. It was super fast, and yeah, as well. I mean, it was a good race all night long. My car was not very good at the beginning. I was like all over the place, and I had to put my wing back up, and then yeah, it was a tough race though with the cushion and everything, and the track was very slick in the middle. So. But, there was I don't know if there was kind of rubber a little bit in the middle, right below the cushion, but, it was very good there, and I don't know, I wish I would have finished with Austin, but, we got to win, and, first time in I think this season, race number 3, I didn't race the beginning of the season, so first win for us in the season, so pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely great to see you here participating in this in your off time from the World of Outlaws Pro Series, but Aside from that, though, yeah, you did mention that battle with Austin, though, and it's unfortunate that he got held up and wrecked, unfortunately, but you did manage to somehow hold off Anthony Lepresto on that final restart.
Yeah, I jumped the start a little bit, so I had to back up because I didn't want to be unfair. I went a little bit too early there, and I just back up a little bit and let him catch back to me, and I went from there, and I just was a good race. I thought he was gonna pass me there and do a slide job, but he didn't. So we pulled the victory tonight.
Yeah, most definitely, and almost the last question, actually, you did mention that your car was all over the place. Well, a related question is, how was the track surface from the Heat 2 versus the feature?
Well, in E2 or all the Eats where the cushion was not there yet, it was there, but it was not formed yet. So you could go there, but you couldn't just bang it up, and you had to run like the middle, and it was different than running the cushion. And the race at the beginning was very tough, but I don't know, the car felt better there at the end, and me and Austin were digging, so we're up front, and like I said, tough luck to him, but we'll try to do better next week and finish 1-2, I guess.
Yeah, we hope to see you back up in the podium next week. So before we let you go, is there anyone that you'd like to give a shout out to or thank for your first place finish here tonight?
Well, definitely, you guys were hammered down for putting the season up and all the races, and you guys for broadcasting. All my partners, supporters, sponsors, Collective, RacingNude.com, Third Car Racing, Meyer Inc., Ultimator TV, BK Designs for the amazing paint scheme, and shout out to him for winning a championship. I don't remember what is it, but congratulations to Bob. He did very good. And everybody watching tonight, and that's it.
Well, we'd like to thank you for also putting on an amazing show for us. So we're going to go ahead and let you go. Congratulations on your first race win here tonight.
Thank you.
User was moved.
So that was the race winner of Alex Bergeron. And before we wrap up for the night, I just want to quickly remind you about the Hammer Down Iracing League Labor Day Classic. Remember, hdIRL.com/labor-day-classic. Or hyphen or dash, whatever you want to call that. Go ahead and if you're interested, go ahead and sign up. I believe it is $100 to sign up and $1,500 to win. I have been Gary Weaver. You've also been watching the Hammer Down TV, and we hope to see you next time. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.